Good afternoon, ladies. I am Coletta Morsi, serving 27 years in Santiago, Chile. Pastor James Morsi and I represent you under Baptist Missions. We began attending your church in May of 1987 and were members of Amador Valley Baptist Church for 8 years. We served as youth leaders for 4 or 5 years and Awana leaders for 2 years. I served as a Sunday school teacher for 2s and 3s. James served at one point as an interim pastor. The Lord called us into missions to serve in a church planting ministry. So we went on to deputation in November 93 to November of 95. In January of 96, we went to Spanish language school at Rio Grande Bible Institute for 11 months. We flew with our family to Santiago in Chile in January of 1997. We took our 2 children, Lauren and TJ. We have planted 3 Spanish churches. Iglesia Bautista de Gracia y Fe is Grace and Faith Baptist Church in the town of Peñalolén. Iglesia Bautista de Vida, Life Baptist Church in the town of Chimbarongo. And third, Iglesia Bautista Esperanza de Vida, Life's Hope Baptist Church. We are currently members in serving in that church. Now I'd like to do a spotlight on how the Lord has specifically been working through me in Chile with the ladies. Last year, the ladies of my 3rd church plant began to ask me to do a quilting workshop. At the time, I felt the greater need was for a personal evangelism workshop, not quilting. So I did 2 workshops on personal evangelism. I did these workshops for the ladies in all 3 churches. Afterwards, I desired to take the ladies to public places for them to put into practice what they had learned. Unfortunately, this idea did not get a good response. As I began to pray for them to get compassion for those around them and began witnessing, the Lord began to give me many opportunities. He gave me access to 5 ladies, 3 of which were neighbors and 2 that I had met on a ministry trip in Chimbarongo, which is 2.5 hours from my home. The 2 ladies that I met just happened to live in my little town of Pirque. We couldn't believe it, and they made plans to have coffee with me the next week when we all got back to our town. Each of these ladies have become very special friends. At first, I just met them for coffee and friendship. I always managed to turn the conversation to spiritual themes and share the gospel in different ways. Finally, each decided they were open to do a 4-lesson study in John with me. They have been so excited to discover for themselves what the Bible says and amazed that they can understand what they are reading. They have a hunger to learn more. The 5 ladies remind me of Jesus' parable of the sower and how the seed fell on different terrain. 3 of these ladies are currently undergoing very difficult times right now, and I would ask that you would pray for them. Karen, Judy, and Lori, which in Spanish would be Karen, Judy, and Lori. They met regularly until we studied lesson 3, so keep praying for them to resume those studies. I continue to meet with the other 2 ladies, Anita, and Alejandra, whom live in my small town of Pirque. We meet every Thursday for 1.5 hours. We completed the 4 lessons of John and are currently reading through John verse by verse, and I meet with them to answer their questions. Anita made a profession of faith, and Alejandra told me she is close to taking that step of faith as well. Pray for Alejandra to be saved and for both to be baptized and to join our church. I began to ponder how to connect my new contacts with the ladies in my church. I got the idea when a new lady, Karen, waddled into a church service 8 months pregnant. I felt the Lord lead me to plan a quilting workshop, with the end product being a gift for Karen. The workshop offered 4 sessions to learn quilt making, achieve unity among the ladies, and friendship with my 5 new contacts. For my contacts, it offered a chance to visit my church in a non-threatening way, a chance to observe Christian ladies, and a chance to learn a new skill. I soon discovered I would need to have 2 workshops on Thursdays. to accommodate working and non-working moms. This allowed us to make 2 quilts, one for baby Amparo and the other for her big sister that was 2 years old, Laura or Laurita. As the workshops finished, we had a baby shower breakfast within 2 weeks for Karen. We invited both members and the new contacts to come. I'm going to send a link now to Lindell so that she can show you pictures of my contacts, of the quilting workshop, and then of the baby shower. May the Lord bless you. Thank you, Lindell, for giving me this opportunity. Bye.